Somebody near the front. Marek, yes.
Are Bakura and Marek ever going to get together and Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge?
In the next Evil Council episode, they actually get a divorce. I'm serious. I'm not joking. It's going to be a two-parter, and at the end of the first part, Marek and Bakura are no longer in the Evil Council together. The second part is about them getting back together. Basically, Bakura goes off to join Dart's Evil Council, and it's basically played out like, you know, that they've separated, and it's funny. I can't wait to finish that video, because I want to see people's reactions. I want to see people being like, no, they have to be together. It's funny. Playing with your emotions.
You have to make them kiss at the end of the series.
That's not a question.
Make that really awkward. I can't go into too much detail, but basically Marek is going to be a very different character by the end. Because in a way, they changed his character to the point where he doesn't really seem like the Marek that I cared about in the show. I'm not saying that they ruined his character, but they made him boring, which in my opinion is the opposite of why I like Marek. Everything about him is interesting. His design, his personality, his backstory, and then he just becomes this. He becomes even more boring than Tristan. He is a death sentence. So I kind of want to make fun of that and in my special way, and I don't think Bakura would want to put his lips near that when. But yeah, there'll be fan service, I'm sure. Where at the front?
This is just more for my inner fangirl, but are there any more plans?
What about your outer fangirl? Yes.
Any more plans for his music videos? Because I loved his cats in the crate.
Music videos? Oh, I don't know. I would love to do more with the character, certainly. I actually do. You know the final season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Bits of it. Do you know Kaiba's dad in the ancient Egypt world? He kind of resembles Marek's dad, so I kind of want him to be the ancient Egyptian version of Marek's dad and have Hank be like the villain of season 5 in a way, aside from Bakura, obviously. But he's going to be called Hankimus. That's going to be his name. And music videos, I don't know. I'd love to do more. I'd love to do more music videos in general. But it's one of those things where people seem to think that when you do music videos, it's taking your time away from making the abridged series. So it's one of those things where. Yeah, people love that character. I love doing that character, and he's kind of based on. I mean, I take a lot of cues from Adult Swim, which some people think is a bad thing, but I think it's awesome. But he's kind of based on Brack's dad from the Brack Show in a way. I don't know if you've ever seen that. But as for music videos, I really want to do more. But there are some people who think that that it's lazy to do song parodies, and I don't think that's true, because I mean, some people have made a living off that sort of thing. I mean, would you say like that Weird Al Yankovic is a lazy guy? I don't think so. No. I think he's hilarious. He's a genius, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to say that I compare myself to that guy, but I think that song parodies are just as creative. Huh? And would he think it was a genius? Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure I can think of something. I can think of something for all the characters. I love musicals. Anybody else? Yes, the first one that's on the globe.
If you don't mind me asking, why are you moving to America?
Why am I moving to America? I don't mind you asking, because you guys are in Holland, so I'm getting married. There's really no other reason that would possibly motivate me to do that. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with America, but I don't know if I could make it on my own over there, and I don't know, but I would move to the ends of the earth for this person. So.
Where exactly in America? Where exactly? New York? Or?
Where am I moving? California.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very intimidating, but very exciting. I'm nervous, scared, but also very, very excited at the possibilities that could happen. So, yeah, that's the reason. Yes.
Are you still going back to do more alcon?
Well, if they invite me to come back to Alcon, I mean, the problem is that I'm not a professional guest. So, I mean, I love seeing you guys, but the problem is at the end of the day, I don't know how much of a return they get from inviting somebody who isn't a professional, who isn't going to be able to do that much for them in the way of, like, I don't know how good it would be for them to invite somebody from the west coast of America, costing thousands of pounds for them to fly out, and for a couple of days.
They invited Spike Spencer last year and that didn't really go down that well.
Funny story. I actually can't tell the story unless you guys are turning off your cameras. You guys me and they wanted to spend that money, I would absolutely come back in a hunt. Absolutely. You guys need a lot. Yes. With the glove, yes.
You said that 2009 was your first convention. I just wanted to ask, did you ever actually sleep with that guy in 2009? You know when you were doing that bit about, I think it was episode 51, and he said, wait a minute, you're seriously wanted to sleep with this guy? And the guy walked in.
Oh! Oh! Sounds like, what the hell are you talking about? You haven't seen that video. I was referencing a joke that I was going to be using, which you guys probably have seen in episode 45, where, is it 45? I think so. Marek and Bakura shows up, and Marek is like a ghost next to Bakura, and Melvin says, I always knew you wanted me to be inside you. And then in the next episode, Marek's like, wait, he meant that I wanted you to sleep with that guy. It was a joke then. I actually pointed, while I was at the panel, I was explaining the joke, I pointed, a guy walks in. I didn't see him. Nobody else in the audience saw him, but in the video, they like highlight it and say, oh my god. So in retrospect, it did kind of look like, but no, nothing happened. He didn't return my calls. Like he's here. Anybody else from over here? Yes.
Do you have a favourite voice?
Favourite voice? It's changing a lot. I mean, usually it's Tristan. It's just a lot of fun to say anything with that character's voice just because he makes anything sound funny, and so does Manic. But honestly, I do another series called the Naruto spoof series. No, Naruto the Abridged Fandom Spoof series. No, Abridged Comedy Fandom Spoof series show. I got it. And I do Naruto's voice on that. And I'm very fond of that too!
Sing the Rower song!
Oh god!
Oh, I do. Wait. Oh, I sure like to row with my oar. Rowing. Sing along with me as I row my boat. But I love you. I love doing the Naruto voice just because of how different that voice is from everything else that I've done. And it's kind of coming to its own, that series. And strangely enough, the closest I've ever come to becoming a professional, voice actor or script writer or anything was with the Naruto spoof, because I actually got a phone call from somebody who used to be in charge of Walt Disney Animation. He called me and was like, you should be a writer, man. And I'm like, for Naruto? Because he actually called and he had no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was. So I don't mind if he's impressed by my work, whatever it is, that's cool, but that didn't end up working out. I ended up having to turn it down, but I still thought it was cool that the Naruto spoof of all things was impressive for somebody, and I just love most of the stuff that Naruto says. I can't stop pooping! It's hilarious to play around with. And I cosplayed as Naruto last year. That was my character. It was a lot of fun. Yes, brother.
And of course about Naruto, who came up with the song, the theme tune?
The Master Ninja theme tune is actually from Mystery Science Theater 3000, the TV show that dominated my life for about 5 years and is a huge influence on me as far as comedy goes. It's from season 3 of MST3K, and it's the episode called Master Ninja, and they actually just do that impromptu during one of the host segments. I actually think they play over the closing credits, and I just took like a brief, 15-second clip and used it. Apparently, they tried using that thing for like the Rooster Teeth. Do you guys know Rooster Teeth? Yeah. They actually had a podcast and like this. They took the clip and they said this could be our theme tune, and somebody actually wrote it and said that's the Naruto spoof theme, man. And they were like, sorry, and I'm like, it's not even mine. Huh? Oh, cool, yeah. I love the song, so I mean, I had to use it, and I just love the fact that they just stood there going boom, 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 boom. Hilarious. And I really want to do another Naruto movie. I really want to do the Naruto spoof sequel, which is actually Have you seen the second Naruto movie?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's like
It is horrible.
I didn't enjoy the first movie. It was kind of stupid, but this second movie is just the worst movie ever. It's like nothing happens. And I've seen some dire movies in my time, but what happens in that movie? Does anybody know? Right, okay, here's the Naruto sequel. They're like walking around, then all of a sudden this guy shows up with a sword and he attacks them, but it turns out he's an okay guy. And then his dad, or his supposed dad, the guy who rescued him when he was a kid, it wants peace all over the world, but he wants peace by destroying everything. And ruling everything. And Naruto's like, that's not cool. And so then at the end there's a rip in the space-time continuum. Why? Because they destroyed the Gel Stone with the Rasengan or something? I can't remember, but why does it take us to the space-time continuum? Why in the midst of this dire, boring, awful effing movie is there a tear in the space? Why is it Star Trek at the end? Star Trek with ninjas. It's terrible, it really is, and I really want to abridge it.
Would you ever be considering doing any more film reviews, such as the X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Right, I reviewed X-Men Origins Wolverine and I reviewed the Spider-Man Chronicles, which you reminded me of earlier. And I love the whole concept of reviewing things. My problem is that if I wanted to review things on a constant basis, it would probably take up a good portion of my free time in which I should be working on Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Also, I kind of feel, and I'm sure you guys are going to disagree with me, but it's my personal opinion, that I'm not that interesting as a person. I don't think my opinion is really that important, and I don't think that putting it out there is anything anybody wants to see. I think people really just want to see me make fun of cartoons. But I know there's that guy with the glasses website, and I'm good friends with a lot of the people on there, and I think those guys are really talented. But I don't really just want to do a review for the sake of doing a review. I think if I have an opinion that's passionate enough, then I will put it out there. For example, I loathe P.S. I Love You. I wrote a 5-page review on why P.S. I Love You is the worst film ever. I hate that movie. Although apparently what I hate about that movie is what's wrong with a lot of romantic comedies, but I didn't even think that movie was a comedy. I like romantic movies. I'm a softie at heart, but I thought those characters were obnoxious, and I thought that the idea of listening to a dead guy and letting him dictate your life for a year was just ridiculous. Thanks, Yugi. Yeah, I don't know. If I come up with something, maybe, but I don't want to go out my way to start a review series. Because, I've talked to Takahata 101. He says that, people who do review shows, and Moscow, he does a series of reviews. He has, he's a very well-informed guy. I don't watch much anime is the problem, so I can't review anime, and people only kind of want to hear my opinion on anime sometimes. So I can only, the only anime I really know well is Yu-Gi-Oh!, Evangelion, Tenchi Muyo, and do people really want to hear what you think about those shows? Everybody has an opinion on those, but at the end of the day, I don't really feel like I'd be contributing anything. And it's not anything new anyway, and that's kind of what's important to me, is giving people a chance to see